What's up, my people? How na day? I don't come back again. Waiting they happen, waiting this up. Welcome back to our channel. So right here in this video, we have Daddy Freeze and Davido. They met in London, both of them, and as you can see here, they showed each other love. In fact, Davido was actually surprised to see Daddy Freeze, but people pointed out something here. Yeah, Davido's fans and Daddy Freeze haters and fans. They said that Daddy Freeze is part of a court group. That greeting is not normal. I mean, like a regular guy like me will look at this and be like, oh, just, I mean, both of them showing each other love and, as usual. I mean, Nigerian celebrities met overseas, they, like to show the love and stuff like that. But actually, the fans are saying that Daddy Freeze is part of a cult group.
Have you met him before? How you doing? Hello. Yes, I am. You look good. Where are you?
I don't know the name. I don't know the name, but you can see a man. Blah blah blah. Let us read the tag here. It says, then it gets better, LOL. OBO changed routes and came to London instead of ATL. I told you London. I think this is the Pastor Toby. They also met with Pastor Toby as well. Now, guys, let me know what you think about this video. Watch this video again and leave in the comment section below if you suspect anything, or if this is just a normal regular greeting.
How you doing? Hello. Yes, I am. You look good.
Where are you?
Hold on. Guys, like this video and make sure you subscribe for more videos. All right, let's continue. Here we have Korah. I would let me put it this way. Korah, Obidi has been disturbing us on social media. Yeah, I call it disturb because there's a lot of things that she's put out there on social media that are so unnecessary. And I think she should put a private, like at this point, I think it's becoming too much. And a private life is very, very important. Even though as a blogger, even though this gives me content, I think this lady is going through something. And social media cannot heal her. Right? Fine, our kids have been taken away from her. Even before then, she's been posting content. I wouldn't call it content. A private life. Put it out, continuously put out her private life on social media. I don't think this will help her get or heal very soon. Telling the social media that they're trying to control you, blah, 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 because of your kids. Now they've taken your kids away from you for some days. Whatever is going on out there, right? Social media, coming on social media to put out all this information will not help. I hope someone, I think she's got a sister, and the sister, I don't think in fact the sister was even part of those people who advised her to come on social media and talk. Yeah, the sister said it herself that she was the one who persuaded her, who told her to also speak out a truth. Whatever your truth is, there are just some things that shouldn't. There should be a limit to these things. Seriously. So the family that's supposed to speak with Korah, they are not really helping out in this situation, because this is not the way to go. Guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below.
If someone said they will take your children from you because you are not wearing clothes, she sent me an email saying, Korah, they are going to take your children from you because you are not wearing clothes. They started using these children. They will take it to try and control me. So if I wear clothes now, then they will not take my children. Hey!
Oh, guys, don't get divorced. Get separated. But divorce is not for the weak. And separated from your 6-month-old for a whole week is not for the weak. It's not. I try to keep my composure all week long, But last night I broke because I saw something. I saw strangers touching my child. I broke. It's not for the weak. Divorce is not natural. It's necessary sometimes. So you better make sure that you know. But I'm going through it for sure. I'm going through it. I'm going through the thick of it. I'm in the heart of it.
Now, let's just talk about Dino Malai social media, not physically, social media fight. Dino Malai social media fight with FFK, Femi Fani Kayode. These are adults, and not just adults, they are politicians, big men, they are rich. Or is it because they are bored? Yeah, we know they are politicians, and politicians can do anything. They can go any length to make sure they win not just election, also win a fight. So I think that's what we are experiencing right now on social media. These guys have now turned skit makers. I mean, I understand Dino Malai. I think FFK have joined him on that. Now, guys, note about FFK. FFK has got issues with former Rivers State governor. I think this man even called him out at some point, because the man was interviewed actually back then to speak about FFK, and he said crazy things about FFK. Rotimi Amechi. Guys, let us watch what Rotimi Amechi said back then about FFK.
At Osborne Street, and those who shared in the corruption are busy dancing about it. Femi Fani Kayode, when he was Minister of State, Minister of Aviation, Dr. Peter Odili's government gave him 2 billion naira to fix the runway. It's not there on the record of aviation. I'm the Minister of Transportation, I have that record. It's not there. He went away with the 2 billion naira.
Are those allegations that you're making against him?
I'm not making allegations, I'm saying statement of fact. I'm Minister for Transportation. Dr. Peter Odili, I was Governor of Rivers State. In writing, Cabinet approved, handed over 2 billion naira to Femi Fani Kayode to fix the runway, Rivers State, the runway at the Port Harcourt Airport that was closed for 2 years. And Femi Fani Kayode left with the money. Is that the kind of character I will speak to? That's what the kind of character. We are not on the same level.
Now you can see here, Dino released a video, child FFK.
Please, we just came to appeal to you to please invite FFK for a dinner. Please. Just one night. Just for one night.
Me invite FFK for a dinner?
Oh, yes. Yes.
No. Please. I'm not going to backhold anybody.
FFK responded with a video himself.
Good evening, sir.
Security. Sir. Good evening. How's it?
Hi, sir.
Okay. Any problem?
Yes, sir. Sir, there's a gentleman outside.
Name?
Senator Dino Malay, sir.
Dino Malay?
Yes, sir.
But there's a sign at the gate. You know this.
Yes, sir.
What does the sign say? No lepers, no stray dogs, no pigs, no ill-bred country bumpkins, no desperate clowns, and no gutter snipes. So you know very well that creatures like that cannot enter my space, or my property, or my house. You know this.
Yes, sir.
So please, just find something for him and let him go. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you.
And as he's going, or anybody approaching, be careful. He has a particular weakness when it comes to men's backsides.
Okay,
So
sir.
be careful that he doesn't violate you in any way.
Okay, sorry, sir. Thank you, sir. Okay, sir.
And also, you can see here, also posted a video of Dino Malai fainting as usual. And he said, Dino Malai, after a long night of smoking, banana and weed. Oh my God, these are they are supposed to be role models. Can you imagine? He was so terrified of the police that of being detained that he fainted and started bleating like FFK. FFK, you can see here again, called out Dino Malai, and Dino Malai actually replied. He said, "This is Dino Malai drinking Gary when he was still struggling. You can take a man out of the jungle, but you can't." And Dino Malai replied, "FFK, I posted this picture myself in 2010 as a member of House of Reps, showing how much I like Gary Ijebu. I have never hidden the fact that I'm from a very poor background. I'm proud of my past, my present and my future. Won 3 national elections and I have a second address. My office in, oh my God. Try get nominated as a councillor before you can face me. I can hire you and pay you upfront 10 years salary. Never been invited by EFCC or ICPC. Face your corruption charges. As I repeat, no food for lazy FFK in PDP. They are in the same party. In the same party, confusion don't start. Well, let us move straight to the next one. Here, Sowore's got this to say about Peter Obi, and I think you guys just need to listen to this. You see, Sowore and Peter Obi, I would say, got similar attention, but I think now Peter Obi's attention is way more than Sowore's back then. But it's similar because youths supported Sowore, but there are a lot of youths. They chose one candidate, and now a lot of them chose Peter Obi. Not just Peter Obi, some of them, fraction of that, actually, said they are going to vote for AAC. Now, this is how they analyzed the whole thing. They said, because Peter Obi is already a politician, AAC, the presidential candidate, Sowore, started off from nowhere, right? What am I trying to say? He was never a politician before now. Peter Obi has always been a politician. So they were like, though they support Peter Obi, but some of them still feels like Peter Obi also benefited from corrupt government as well. And also, not just benefited, also worked with them. So some of them are kind of like in between. You understand? These supporters, they are kind of like in between. Sowore, on the other hand, they said, they like him, but they don't think he's going to win. And they think he's never benefited from corrupt government and has never worked with a corrupt government. So they feel like it's safer with him. But Peter Obi is better because of the crowd. And also, they believe that he's not a thief, but he's worked with thieves. So they're just in between. Right? Now, guys, let me know what you think about this. This whole Peter Obi Sowore issue. Let's watch this video of Sowore talking about how they help save Peter Obi.
When our party was hijacked, the AAC, from us, we went to court and spent 3 years. Inibehe defended us for those 3 years at the Court of Appeal. Brilliant guy! But this is what happened. Please let me finish. When the Labour Party ran into problem with a member of the Labour Party who insisted that the Labour Party cannot present the candidate of Dr. Okupe. They had a legal problem. We went and obtained the judgment we got from the Court of Appeal and handed it over to SAN Falana to use it to defend the Labour Party and by extension Peter Obi's candidacy. To say, yes, just wait. I'm just telling you that we are in the business of saving people. Yes. Yes. And they won the case. They won the case based on our own victory at the Court of Appeal. Otherwise, Peter Obi may not be a candidate today. At least at the time I'm talking to you. But another one was that when Obasanjo, who is now carrying Obi about, sent the Uba brothers to flush out Obi twice in Anambra State. He sent them to go and flush out Obi as governor twice in Anambra State. Sahara reporters saved the day. Barrister Femi Falana, on a daily basis, to come, he said, I don't know Peter Obi, but we should not allow this injustice to pass. Nobody should be impeached. Wait now, nobody should be impeached because of some ragtag persons and an Obasanjo who is sitting in Ota. Obasanjo was impeaching everybody impeachable at that time in Nigeria. That was how Obi was able to complete 2 tenures. So when we speak, we know what we are saying. And we are saying that we have been standing with them, standing with the Nigerian people, but we don't have any sense of entitlement. We are just saying that there are not enough people who have been standing up for the Nigerian people. And it is not fair. And it is not honest to only stand up for Nigerians when you need them.
Moving on to the next one. This one is crazy. This lady, she buys, oh my god, she buys kits for 50k, 50,000 naira. She sells these kits for those people that want kids. If you stay in Lagos, anywhere, more like a factory, So when these people go out, these kidnappers, they abduct kids, they come and sell it to her. Then she will be the one to sell. She's like, how am I going to put it? She's like a middleman, the person who have all the network. So when she gets these kids, she sells it to people who don't have kids or people who wants to use the kids for rituals. It's sad. I was discussing this with a group. I talked about how I met 2 kids selling groundnuts, and these kids told me that they were brought all the way from, I think, Benue States or something, and this man that they are with maltreats them. And this man's got, funny enough, 15 kids that's living with him. So he rented 2 apartments, 1 apartment for the kids. This is slavery, modern day slavery in Lagos. But I noticed something when I was, going through the report, this particular report, right? The police said this. It took us over 24 hours before we could extract any information from the children. I believe that because these kids, I told them, I can help you. I know the places to go to for you to get help. You guys will be taken to your parents. In a day, you will reach your parents. Even if it's by paying for flights, we will do that for you to be taken back to your parents. They were like, no, our parents will believe him. You will go back and tell our parents. And these kids showed me marks. Like, these people flog them every day. Not just them, other kids. But they don't want me to take up the case or to report them or take them to the police or an activist that's going to help out. No, they were so scared. And that's what abductors do. They put that fear in you. And the father of these kids knows this abductor boy. He thought, okay, he's just trying to help the children. That's what poverty cause. And it's so sad. And we're going to watch the video of that lady confessing. But before that, let us read what the police says here. One of them, known as Prosper Godwin, informed us that on October 31, 2020, he was abducted at a market in Bayelsa State, together with 2 others whom he did not know their whereabouts, and was taken to the suspect. That's what the police commissioner said. He said Godwin was later sold to a woman in Lagos. However, Imo State, Port Harcourt, Enugu, hey, baby factories there, they are too much. The woman who bought him realized that the boy was too sharp and returned him to the seller. That was how he managed to come back to that place, Alu in Rivers. CP, Alu, a lot of negatives usually happen. You remember the case of Alu 4? Remember? Back then. It was a sad moment. Let's continue. Some of the other children rescued are Queen Harry, Miracle, John O'Hiri, Favor. They are much. Oh my God.
Are you a reverend sister? Are you ordained? I cannot say I am a reverend sister now that I have been a, but I believe I am earlier before now. I am of Our Lady of Victory Missionary Sister. It's a foreign congregation.
Is it registered in Nigeria?
Eh? Where? It's located, the mother house is in England. I was only Nigerian that have joined that congregation. I have a clinic actually.
What's the name of the orphanage?
Medical. The name of the orphanage home is St. Francis of Assisi Orphanage Home and registered with CFC.
How did you get these 15 children?
Yes. I will say Francisca, Emmanuel, Justice, Chukwu Emeka, Ogadimma, they are all people's children. That of Miracle, Queen, Favor, Mad Vox are brought to me by one Mr. Victor. He comes with them in twos. Then after that Ochikodi, Timobi, and Chukwudi and Nyebuchi was brought to me by one Miss Alice.
Through Victor. To do what? How do you get them? To do what with them?
These ones, they said that Alice said that since my own orphanage is I'm a beginner, that I should accept those children and take care of them.
And you didn't ask.
57-year-old man heartbroken as he finds out after 20 years of marriage that his 5 children are not biologically his. Woo, 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 woo. This is very, very serious. Hey, how is he going to feel? 57 years, 20 years of marriage, 5 children. Hey, it's sad. It's sad. And these things actually, they are real. We've seen it happen. It's not, they are real. It happens. A lady, and you will feel comfortable in that marriage. You will feel, you will sleep, wake up okay. I don't know. Let's move straight to the next one. Here it says a group of church women spotted lying on the road in Umuahia praying to God for good leaders. Here is a man who drove a downfall bus from London to Lagos. London to Lagos? London. After the whole thing with the biker who rode his bike from London to Lagos, now people are beginning to try things like this. You guys better be careful.
AKA downfall boss, and he just came back all the way from London.
Google predicts that it will take me about 6 to 7 days if I drive 24 hours, and nobody can drive 24 hours.
I want to tell you guys a story of a 59-year-old Nigerian who lives in London. He calls himself the classic nomad.
Some people drink, some people womanizes. Yeah. I spend my time in my garage.
He decided to visit Nigeria, and of course, not flying, but experiencing the road in his Volkswagen bus.
Me doing this gives me the opportunity to let people know that you can drive from London to Nigeria.
And that is just for adventure's sake.
The further I'm getting into Africa, the harder my passage. When my van broke down in Cheddington, I was so depressed. I didn't even know what to do. I've blown an engine. I was in the middle of nowhere. I am doing something that I enjoy. So even when these challenges come, it's part of the adventure. It's another twist to my story. You know?
Yeah. Why stress yourself when he could as well just board a plane and in 4-5 hours you're here in Nigeria than drive all through the Sahara in this bus that doesn't even have a cooling system.
So the heat from my windscreen was overheating my mobile phone, and my mobile phone is my navigator.
And there's no AC inside here.
There's no AC, I know it can. You know, it was like a heaven. If anybody wants to do this, and anybody...
Okay guys, that's where I'm going to hold it. Thank you so much for watching. Like this video, yeah, and subscribe. Until we see you next time. Peace.